Chelsea arrived at Old Trafford with our season at a crucial crossroads. Midway through Claudio Ranieri's first full season in charge, we were a disappointing 8th in the Premiership and had only won once in the last 6 league games. Supporters weren't all that happy. But 3 days prior to this game, we had won impressively at Leeds in the Worthington Cup, and there were bright signs. In the absence of an injured Marcel Desailly, the young pairing of John Terry and William Gallas were performing admirably in the centre of defence. Carlo Cudicini was making a name for himself in goal, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Idaker Johnson were increasingly looking a little special up front. The team had stayed up north following the Leeds game and were unchanged for the first time in the season, while injury problems forced Roy Keane to drop back into Manchester United's defence for this midday kick-off. A good result could really get Chelsea's season going. A defeat would set it back again. But as all Chelsea fans know, we're the one team in the land that approaches Old Trafford with no fear.
This is a fixture that has often brought the best out of them, as it did when Claudio Ranieri started out as manager 14 months ago now. Last Saturday you might have wagered he would not be around for this return. The post-match mood at Stamford Bridge after the goalless draw against Blackburn was grim, but that mood much lightened at Leeds in midweek. And so Paul Scholes came flying in.
That's a typical Scholes challenge. I mean, you see early in the game he comes rushing in, it's rash, he just catches him. I thought he might have gotten away with that first tackle of the match, but the referee thought it was worthy of a yellow card.
Van Nistelrooy. Little clip ball by Beckham, looking for Cole. He looks at Van Nistelrooy. Chelsea are opened up here, and but for Cudicini would have been a goal behind.
It's a magnificent run from Cole, a peach of a pass, a great drop down, and a fantastic save. Just super football all round.
Good Johnson. So giving the width. Hasselbank goes near post. Good Johnson is far post. It goes towards Hasselbank. And Roy Keane called into action to deal with the cross and the movement of the Dutch international.
Good football. Again, the two front men were the spark here. Cole and Van Nistelrooy moments earlier. This time it was Good Johnson and Hasselbank linking really well to release Lusso.
Hasselbank with the corner. Melchiot! A thumping header for Chelsea from Mario Melchiot.
Well, maybe that's why you put your centre forward on the set plays. But yet again, the marking's not brilliant here. Wes Brown, I think, with Melchiot at the back post. Melchiot just runs past him. The ball's dropped into a fabulous area. It's what, 4 or 5 yards from goal. They've got a good block on the goalkeeper right in front of him. Look at the goalkeeper. Look, Good Johnson's position. Doesn't allow Barthez to come and contest it. Simple header at the end from Melchior.
It's 1-0 up here, and it's going to be another game without a clean sheet for Fabian Barthez. Guided wide by Veron. Brown. Didn't pull out. One back by Van Nistelrooy. Fortune. Gallas has to be quick, and he is. Back in by Fortune. Van Nistelrooy with Babayaro for company. Just feel if Andy Cole had played 1 or 2 more matches recently, he might have got away then, but Gallas was able to stop him. Brown. Good spot by Babayaro, and he's gone on to support Hasselbank and Good Johnson. For some players you would think that would be maybe a foolish thing to do, but Hasselbank certainly got the clout. Block. It's a little relaxed by Veron. A jarring challenge on Lampard by Philip Neville. Chelsea go on. Oh, and should have been 2-0 in front. Good Johnson's cross, Hasselbank's opening.
I wonder if Brown did enough, Martin, or was this just a bad miss? They spring it really well again. Down the channel, in between centre-back and full-back, and oh, that's a chance, my goodness.
Good Johnson stood his ground there, and the ball collected by Hasselbank. He looks for Ida Gudjonsson. He looks for Dallabona. It's another chance for Chelsea. It's no exaggeration to say they could well, at this stage, inside the opening 20 minutes, be 3 up at Old Trafford.
I'm not so sure where Wes Brown was positioned there, Martin, but really when the ball's getting played forward, he's 10, 20 yards ahead of his centre-back.
Gudjonsson. And Fortune in front of Lampard. It's a corner for Chelsea. To Graham Lasso! Oh!
What an effort. Yeah, shake the head, Graham. It's a beautiful strike. Great technique. Watch the way he just waits for this. Has a good look at it, waits for it and strikes it quite beautifully.
Lampard goes in and wins it again in Manchester United territory and finds Hasselbaink. His sort of slot, but not his sort of shot.
Well, it's his sort of shot at the moment, isn't it?
Chelsea looking organised at the back, but Jokanovic caught in possession by Veron. It's an individual mistake by Chelsea and the sort of error that Manchester United have been punished for so often this season, but the self-same United couldn't take advantage of an error by an opponent here.
Well, he wants a free kick at the end of this, Veron, but I think the referee does a good job in giving an advantage. When he loses it there, he has a little kick at him there, then another one, but the referee lets him go and take the shot, and Veron turns around and says, I want the free kick, but
can't have it both ways.
No.
Well, it's a mistake by Gallas. Van Nistelrooy, certainly a rather desperate lunge by Babayaro. It was Gallas's mistake.
Well, I hope it's a booking. Deserves to be a booking. I don't think it's anything worse than that. First look at it, looked like other players were around, getting back.
Chelsea concern as to whether the referee has ruled this as the last defender, but I think everyone's accepting a yellow card is the right decision here.
I wouldn't argue with that. It's an error.
Half-time at Old Trafford, and a lead for Chelsea. It came early, Melchiot's header, but even before that, Cudicini had saved, maybe significantly at the end of the day, from Van Nistelrooy, who could have given Manchester United the flyer. Chelsea got it. They lead 1-0 at half-time. 45 minutes left at Old Trafford. Veron. It's another foul by Lasso. Surely going to be a booking for Jokanovic.
Well, I think normally I've got some sympathy with people who are victims of a quick free kick, but I had an opportunity. He threatened to take it 2 or 3 times Veron, and he didn't attempt to get back Jokanovic. You look there, he's wanting to take it. You can see Veron pleading, and that was the latter part of it. He had stood there for a few more seconds than that.
Goals. Time to get within range. Strangely enough, you know, Paul Scholes has only scored 1 goal for Manchester United here at Old Trafford in the year 2001. Well, that's coming to a close. Beckham. Headed on by Cole. Oh, his first problem is to get Babayaro out of the way.
Oh, did well in the end. Safety first.
Veron. Breaks down again for David Beckham this time. Gudjonsson. Philip Neville. Well, he was on his way down, and Hasselbaink then went down as well, and Hasselbaink appeals whether for a foul or Possible handball when Neville was on the ground.
Well, that's what he was looking at. The referee thought long and hard. The whistle went up to his mouth and then down again.
Brown. Manchester United's throw. Scholes wanting to take it quickly. Finding someone reacting was a problem though. Beckham.
Well, that must be a bookie for Graham Lasso. I think that's one too many free kicks, Martin. I don't think it's so much as I thought. I don't think it's so much for that tackle.
Wait for the ball, he says.
Well, every player does that when they tackle, don't they? That's a general idea. But I think it's the third or fourth time in quick succession where he's conceded.
Get the ball. And all the pleading in the world will count for nothing here. Yellow card for the man who's captaining Chelsea in the absence of Marcel Desailly. Still more than half an hour to go. Beckham takes. And Terry came across and made that hit. Babayaro. Aiming for Dalabona. Hasselbank. Lampard. Dalabona. Good Johnson! Flag up.
Lovely move. Really broke beautifully. Very like Manchester United, renowned for breaking from defending deep themselves, and they work the ball really well. It's very tight, but he just wanders in that half yard.
And if you lose it at Old Trafford, it's very hard to get it back. So for once, given the ball away cheaply, and Hasselbank to good Johnson. Hasselbank supporting his fellow striker, staying onside in the process. Oh, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has got the goal-scoring touch back, and he's done it against Manchester United. It's 2-0, and believe it or not, it's the 6th game in a row that Hasselbank has faced Manchester United. He's scored in all of those 6 games, and where do United go from here?
Well, it's another error that gives the ball away cheaply in the middle of the pitch. Varane really got plenty of the ball. Wes Brown's on wide, and acres of space, Martin. It's an easy ball. But to be fair, there's still work to be done. They get bodies back. It's not a clear-cut chance. It's still not a clear-cut chance. But when you have a right foot, the likes of which he has, and my goodness, you're capable of doing this. The angles are cute. His confidence is obviously still high, and he arrows it bullet-like into the far corner. A superb finish from Jimmy.
Phil Neville felt that Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank just raised his boots slightly, had a few words with the Dutchman. Van Nistelrooy, there's no flag. Cudicini, it's come out to Paul Scholes. Back goes Gallas, and he's in the right place. Brilliant defending. Beckham is there. Babayaro's the defender. Alan Wiley keeps his hands behind his back.
He looked to the linesman.
Episode.
He looked to the linesman. The linesman said, definitely no. The linesman was the one who had to make this decision. Alan Wiley wasn't sure. He had a real good look. And this is a lovely ball through, and Cudicini does ever so well there. So then does Scholes, but so then does Gallas. Wonderful defending. That's teamwork. And then when Beckham skips over, this tackle here, I think it's the right decision. The linesman's right on the spot, said no. Alan Wiley kept the whistle down.
Phil Sharp kept the flag down. And Gary Neville returns to the fray, left out of the starting 11. But certainly a strong will in the Manchester United camp. More than 300 games for the club. And there's been a degree of comfort for the most part for Chelsea in this game that they couldn't have expected. They came here thinking of backlashes that Chelsea might feel. Manchester United stung. We know the critics have had some fuel for that criticism. That's a good try by Garrod. And given the goal away, have been culpable in losing the ball. Keane's mere presence there further forward, making a bit of a difference.
Quick corners on if they want. No.
Beckham's corner. Yotta has found the net at that end of the ground. Heads away, Beckham back with imagination.
Every effort. Gary Neville's run helps Beckham in the ability to come inside here. Opens out for him. Very good effort from David Beckham.
David Beckham, who was taken off at Anfield recently, comes off again. 15 minutes to go, substituted as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer comes into the fray on the day of the World Cup draw. The man who is looking forward to leading England into the Far East next year. Roy Keane again. Chelsea holding their line on the edge of the area. Verón trying to drive on Dallabonna. And a fine intervention. As Manchester United have to commit players forward, there will be the chance to play on the break. Jokanovic, a wonderful pass for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Great recovery by Brown.
Great tackle, son.
And Hasselbank is hurt. Manchester United showing him no sympathy because Keane gets it wide to Gary Neville. Babayaro hasn't got it out of play, nor is Lasso.
I don't think they realise, Mark, the ball's just coming right up the other end of the pitch. I don't think any Manchester United players bother to look back and see what's going on.
Gary Neville's cross. The corner. Hasselbank still trying to get the medical men to come on it. It might just be crap. That's what Dr. Barthez says.
Well, he scored a wonderful goal, but that's a chance again, Mark, from me. I thought when he got in behind West Brom, the run was fantastic. And Jokanovic delays and delays the pass to perfection. And once he'd gotten there, I thought, well, he must get a strike. But he didn't get it out his feet far enough. He gave Brown a slight opportunity to get back, but full marks to West Brom. Fabulously timed tackle, because that was red card territory if he mistimed that.
Hasselbank off, Lasso off.
We did go into an aerial challenge with Gary Neville on the far side, Martin, a couple of moments ago. It might have been that, I'm not sure. This one here, when they go in and challenge, it's a little caught there, but nothing to it.
That's the only thing that, of course, he got shaken up by Alan Smith on Wednesday, and there was a big question mark about Graham Lasso playing today, and the word concussion was used, so even if it's only a precaution, sure it's the right decision for Graham Lasso. Jokanovic. It's all very well Manchester United having a slip in standards, the onus on other clubs to take advantage of it. We'll be studying this and seeing Gudjohnsen in. Is it going to be 3-0? It is! Manchester United 0, Chelsea 3. Ida Gudjohnsen.
Well, it's too easy, this. I think West Brom steps up looking for offside. Doesn't go with the runner. And it's all far too familiar at the moment for the Manchester United manager. See, West Brom comes out, but because Phil Neville's, 4 yards or so behind them as well, you sometimes have to take responsibility and go in and defend. They don't do that. Finishes an excellent one from Gudjohnsen. And look who's trying to get back. The skipper who's moved into midfield is the last defender.
Well, the home supporters are heading for the exits, but let's not over-dwell on the miseries of Manchester United and their manager, but compliment Chelsea. What a week they've had. They've been to Leeds and won in the Worthington Cup, and here they are at the champions, and at them in more ways than one. They're celebrating a truly emphatic display.
3-0 defeat Old Trafford. When was the last one, I wonder, eh?
Well, I can tell you one from Mike Drag from the memory. I think the very first game they lost in the Premiership at home was a 3-0 defeat to Everton. It was back in '92. He can come off now.
Yeah, Chelsea have been great, Martin, I have to say. They've been great and it's been a team performance for me. Every one of them has done the bit. Right through the team, from goalkeeper to front men. They've really worked the socks off as a team.
Chelsea fans waiting to celebrate here. Had some good days at Old Trafford, but I think this might top the lot. A victory by 3-0 for Claudio Ranieri and his excellent team. But for Sir Alex Ferguson, a 5th defeat. They've been thoroughly outplayed here by Chelsea today. It's reflected on the scoreline. Mario Melchiot started it. Goals by Hasselbank and Gudjonsson in the second half completed it. Manchester United 0, Chelsea 3.